Welcome to Liverpool, Dominik Szoboszlai. Liverpool have officially announced that Szoboszlai is our new number 8 and he is from Hungary, just like myself, and Steven Gerrard was my boyhood hero growing up. I always got Gerrard, a number 8 shirt for many years, but after he retired I didn't get a player on the back of my Liverpool shirts, but I will definitely get Szoboszlai number 8, and I actually predicted Szoboszlai's kit number even before Liverpool announced it officially, which is absolutely brilliant. The thumbnail of the previous video from noon was the Szoboszlai number 8 holding up the shirt, and also more than 1 month before the first news articles came out, I already said on my channel that Liverpool wanted to sign Dominik Szoboszlai. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest updates on Liverpool transfers, because I absolutely love doing this. The previous video did absolutely crazy numbers, 13,000 views already, so make sure to keep smashing the like button on these videos and I keep reporting. And tomorrow there are big news coming out from about Kephren Turam and Romeo Lavia, so I will keep you posted. But in this video I will tell you guys how Jurgen Klopp reacted to Dominik Szoboszlai signing, what Szoboszlai said about signing for Liverpool, and also we will take a detailed look at what Szoboszlai can bring to Liverpool and what his former manager said about Dominik Szoboszlai. But as you can see, I'm already quite emotional because this is the biggest thing that happened in Hungarian football for the past 30 or 40 years, apart from qualifying twice for the Euros. My favorite club, Liverpool, get in there. Dominik Szoboszlai is a red. I can't believe it still. I'm absolutely in dreamland. This is such a big day and a big moment in my life, in Szoboszlai's life, in Liverpool's life, in Hungarian football's life. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I'm just so happy and delighted that this happened. He deserves the number 8 shirt because he has a thunderous left foot and he is the goal-scoring midfielder that Liverpool needed since Steven Gerrard and Coutinho left the club. And I'm so proud about this day because a player from Hungary, a smallish country in Central Europe, signing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, Liverpool. And Liverpool teased the signing by Szoboszlai holding in his hand a Liverpool home kit and a Liverpool away kit, and it added up to the Hungary flag colors, red, white and green. It was absolutely a brilliant touch by Liverpool and I'm really emotional about that. And also Dominik Szoboszlai getting the number 8 shirt. I mean, there were speculation that Liverpool would maybe give him the number 17 shirt, which Curtis Jones had. I didn't expect, honestly, that Szoboszlai was getting the number 8 shirt because it's such an iconic shirt. Steven Gerrard, one of the biggest legends ever to play for Liverpool, was having the number 8 shirt for a long time. And also, Dominik Szoboszlai has a Steven Gerrard quote tattooed on his hand, which is absolutely brilliant. Steven Gerrard is and was Dominik Szoboszlai's idol growing up. He said he didn't watch much football on television, but he always watched the Champions League and he always watched Steven Gerrard play for Liverpool and smash in goals from midfield. And Steven Gerrard is and was a role model and an idol for Dominik Szoboszlai growing up, and it's absolutely poetic that he follows in Gerrard's footsteps and gets the number 8 shirt. And Jurgen Klopp is so excited. He said, "Welcome to Liverpool, Dominik. I know how excited he is to be here with us. So it's important to say to Szoboszlai that we are as excited to have him as he's excited to join Liverpool. We already have a little knowledge of Dominik as an opponent because we had a couple of tough games against Salzburg and Leipzig when he was a player there. I think everyone who saw those fixtures will have realized that even at that stage he was a really interesting prospect. I'm pretty sure he was still a teenager at that time when Liverpool played Salzburg. I already mentioned that in the previous video. And moving to Leipzig, doing really well in the Bundesliga, playing for the Hungary national team and becoming captain of his national team at an incredibly young age. I'm sure Jurgen Klopp watched the Germany-Hungary and Hungary-Germany games where Hungary beat Germany away from home, and at home they got a 1-1 draw where Germany was actually lucky to get a draw there. I was attending that game, by the way, at the Puskás Arena, and Germany was lucky Hungary missed so many of their chances, because Germany could have easily lost home and away to Hungary. And I'm sure that Jürgen Klopp took notice of Dominik Szoboszlai, because he's the best player in the Hungary national team by a country mile. And Jürgen Klopp said there are proper positives, and this is even before we even think about his qualities as a footballer. I will not say too much about them at this stage, except they are definitely the kind which will help bring a lot of enjoyment and also help us get results. There is no pressure though. Dominik is still a very young player. He has so much development ahead of him, and this means it makes sense for us all to be patient and to give him the time and space to allow his talent to come through within our team. So maybe this hints at Szoboszlai might not start the first game in Liverpool, especially it's away at Chelsea, and probably Jürgen Klopp will ease him in slowly but surely. But I think he's a better option than Henderson. He's a better option than Harvey Elliott at the right centre midfield spot. And frankly, if you pay £60 million for your midfielder and he's as much of a bowler as Dominik Szoboszlai, then you have to start him, I think. And I would start him. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from Hungary, just like Szoboszlai, but because he can score goals, he can dribble past people, he can score long-range strikes, free kicks, and also he has brilliant vision, brilliant passing ability. His work rate is second to none. So he has everything in his locker to be an absolute success at Liverpool. The good thing, Jürgen Klopp said, is we have supporters who understand this process. I know the fans are excited as we are, but I'm also aware, because I've seen it many times already, that they will be a massive help to us in terms of creating the conditions that will allow Szoboszlai to thrive. From the clubs he has been at, the leagues he has played in, the family he is part of, it's very clear that he has already had an outstanding football education. So our responsibility now is to continue this education with him as part of the Liverpool family. Everything about this is good news. Very grateful to everyone at the club who has contributed to make it happen. This is a signing for our present and for our future, and the work that has gone into it could not be more appreciated. And Dominik Szoboszlai himself already said that he has won a trophy in all of the seasons in his professional career. He has won 4 league titles at Salzburg, I think 4 Austrian Cups. He has won back-to-back German Cups at Leipzig. So he has always won silverware in every single season as a professional footballer, and he wants to continue that. And I really, really hope that's a good omen, that Liverpool will win a trophy or two next season. And Szoboszlai was asked, what was your reaction when you heard Liverpool wanted to sign you? A hard question. I was really happy, but still I stayed calm because I didn't want to be too early too happy. So first, when the boss Jürgen Klopp called me, I felt, wow, it can be a really good thing. At the end, yes, everything was perfect. And Liverpool, really historic club, really good players, good coach, everything is good. For me, it was perfect to make the next step in a club like this. The fans, the stadium, everything is really good. And as I said, I think in 2020, he's one of the best coaches in the world, Jürgen Klopp. How he acts next to the pitch, like he would be playing with the guys. I liked it really a lot. Also how he did in the last years, what he has achieved with this club. I was also really impressed. I'm looking forward to working with him. And my phone went crazy, Szoboszlai said. I really want to play in front of the fans at Anfield. To be honest, it doesn't matter really where I play, in what position. I want to be on the pitch. Of course, everybody has their own position. Attacking midfielder as a number 10, I can play on both 10s, left, right, on the sides also. Just I want to play. I'm a player who can play box to box, quite fast, but not the fastest as I see the players here. I have quite a good shot, but I'm not only me, it's the team, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm almost never nervous before games, but for the first time in my life, I was nervous before playing at Anfield. Of course, the stadium, the fans were unbelievable, even though they were against us, Salzburg, and we will see how it is when they are with me. Yes, I heard that the stadium is going to be bigger, of course, counting the days back, because it's a really proud time to get on the pitch at Anfield as a player for Liverpool. A lot of great players had this number 8 number, and also I have a tattoo from Steven Gerrard. What he said, I don't even remember when, but before it was also a reason why I wanted the number 8. And when I was a child, I didn't watch a lot of football, but I watched the Champions League, and I was watching Liverpool, the big teams, and also the big players, and Steven Gerrard was one of the biggest. And since I'm a professional, I won a trophy every year, so I want to continue this. I can't wait to see the fans in the stadium. I'm going to do everything that is possible from my side. And he was also asked what is his wish. Are you happy if the fans call you Sobo? And he said every coach called me different. Some players called me Dom, some players called me Sobo. So as you guys like, call me as you want. I'm going to take it. His name's correct pronunciation is Dominik Szoboszlai. That's the correct pronunciation, and I believe he also said that in a video. But of course, I'm from Hungary, just like Szoboszlai, so I know perfectly well how to pronounce his name, and he has been a Hungary icon and already a legend for the national team, which is pretty hard at 22 years old, but he already fired Hungary with the last kick of the game against Iceland in the European playoff qualifier. He fired Hungary to the Euro 2020 tournament, I think, which was held in 2021. With his last minute goal, Hungary qualified, and we did pretty well in the European Championships as well. I was at 2 of the games in the Puskás Arena where we played Portugal and France. Let me tell you his goal scoring numbers for the last 6 seasons. So last season he had 10 goals, 13 assists for Leipzig. The previous season he had 10 goals, 9 assists for Leipzig. The previous season, 4 seasons at Salzburg, 9 goals, 12 goals, 11 goals and 10 goals. So that's really, really impressive, I think. Football is in the genes in the Szoboszlai's household, because Dominik Szoboszlai's father was also a professional footballer himself, and later he became a youth coach in Hungary. And Szoboszlai said he would carry on training me whenever the team's training sessions finished, except for 1 year he was my coach until I joined the Red Bull Academy. He was and still is a huge inspiration and idol for me. My father was the key factor in my development. The huge number of hours he has spent practicing and advising me are impossible to forget, and it worked out perfectly for him and for his father, because he joins one of the biggest clubs in the world. And not only did he score a lot of goals and get a lot of assists for Leipzig, but he also led the way for Leipzig in open play shot ending sequences and involvement in those for last season. For example, with 163 shot ending sequences, 49 shots, 48 chances created and 66 build-ups to a shot, and he was involved in all of them. The total was the 4th highest of all players in the division. He was also first in the Bundesliga for secondary chances created, 41, second for open play passes received in the opposition half, which was 850. Wow. And also he was 5th among attackers for ball carries and 6th overall for high turnovers. And he's only the 3rd Hungarian footballer to ever play for Liverpool. The first was István Kozma in the 19s, but he was already only a bit part player. He only made a few appearances. He wasn't really a major player for Liverpool. And of course, Adam Bogdan only played like 6 times as a backup goalkeeper. And he famously conceded from a corner in a cup game. And after that, he was sold off, and rightfully so. He was just not good enough. And we also had Peter Gulacsi, the Leipzig goalkeeper, who was on the youth academy ranks, and Christian Nemeth, who was a top scorer in the reserve league when Liverpool won the reserve league, but they never actually made their professional debuts for Liverpool. So only 2 Hungarians played for Liverpool previously, and none of them were really important players for Liverpool. And Dominik Szoboszlai could be a major player for Liverpool in the coming months and years, and I'm absolutely so excited and delighted about this. And I also want to tell you what Dominik Szoboszlai's former managers said about him. For example, Julian Nagelsmann said, Dominik is a very nice young man and makes a good impression, especially in terms of his physicality. He can play at different positions in attacking midfield. The intense nature of his position requires a lot from players, which is why he will definitely help us in that area. He has got an exceptional right foot and he has a knack for set pieces as well. He's definitely a candidate to set up plenty of goals and to score several himself as well. I'm convinced that his self-confidence will be high when he joins us and that he will be of great help to the team. Jesse March succeeded Nagelsmann at Leipzig, and he said, as talent goes, there aren't many better players that can play his position. Some are strong, some are technical, some are good tactically, and some can defend well or run a lot. However, Dominik Szoboszlai is special because he has all of these skills combined. He's just as talented as Erling Haaland, and Jesse March was previously the Salzburg manager of Haaland and Szoboszlai as well, so that's a really big compliment. And Gerhard Struber, who worked with Szoboszlai at Salzburg's feeder club FC Liefering in the second Bundesliga in Austria, he said this: we saw the potential in Szoboszlai at this time, and also what I see and I never forget is that sometimes the team would have an off day and he was always on the field. He would train on days off. I was in my office and I can see him outside. He would make some special corner kicks, free kicks with the balls on the field. I think next to a top talent, which is, I can also see a high ambition and high work rate. And in this direction, those two things come together, very high work ethic plus a super talent. And just my opinion, that's what it takes to go to the very top of European football, or to go to the very top of any profession really. If you have a big talent and it doesn't accompany hard work and dedication, then you are not going to fulfill your potential. And Dominik Szoboszlai is going to take this chance with both hands. I'm really optimistic and I really believe in him, and I also believe in Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool fans to nurture and build Szoboszlai up to fulfill his potential, which is that I think he's destined to become a world-class midfielder. He's already on his way there. Let me know how do you feel about this signing, and thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.